Dividing Talk 99.5, Talk 99.5.com. 7:05 our time. It is a brisk one today, a little on the cool side this morning. But we are looking at a high today in the lower 50s, right? 54, 55? Is that what we're talking about? We're getting up close to 60 later.
Yeah, I think
Pretty cool.
they sit around 52, 53,
All right.
somewhere in there, the
That's
lower
good.
50s.
We'll take that.
Yeah.
We'll take that. In fact, it looks pretty good without rain until Thursday. There might be a little hint of rain on Thursday, and then it cools off again for the weekend as we get back into the upper 40s. Overall, this week is going to be relatively nice. We're talking about 50s, aiming towards 60 on a daily basis. It's light jacket weather. All right, maybe for me, a little heavier than light. I need it a little bit heavier. I don't handle cold
Where are
well.
you in the realm of things?
I don't handle cold well, in case you hadn't noticed. I'm wearing a sweatshirt in here.
I don't mind it like this. What I don't like is the bitter cold. We start getting to the freezing temps.
yeah.
This I can handle all day long. Upper 40s, somewhere, 55 during the day, 58, something like that. I'm okay with that.
Okay,
it's
to
when
me-
we start getting to those bitter cold temperatures.
Here's let me make this analogy for you, and it's a weird one, all right? When it's in the 50s or the 40s and I'm mildly inconvenienced, I'm kind of ticked off more, as opposed to when you know you're going to bundle up because it is like in the 30s or the 20s, it's super cold. It's like, okay, I got a super warm hat and I got super warm gloves and I got a really big, thick, beautiful, warm coat that I can put on. I even have a pair of pants that have sort of flannel on the inside of them. I kid you not. I mean, I am geared up for super cold weather, and I can handle that. I would make the analogy to, for instance, if you're going somewhere and it's going to be a 7-hour drive, you brace yourself for a 7-hour drive. You're like, I'm going to be in the
you get
car for
ready
7
for it.
hours.
Yes.
I'm going to have some snacks. I'm going to have good music here. I'm going to be ready to go.
Yep.
I've got
You
everything.
get your mind ready.
And you settle yourself in.
Yeah.
Worst drive in the world to me, 3 hours.
Yeah.
I hate the 3-hour drive.
You think it's going to go quick.
Oh, you want it to
and
be
you
over.
better buckle in for 3 hours.
And you're like 3 hours and 10 minutes. You're like, oh, I finally made it. It feels like I've been driving the car all day.
This is where I'm at with it. Yesterday I was out. I had a long sleeve T-shirt on and just a light, pullover or something, and a pair of shorts on. I ran around yesterday in shorts and I was comfortable. I was just fine.
You are the female version of the guy who wears shorts all year, aren't
Wilson.
you?
I'm Wilson.
You're the female version. Oh, I've known a couple of people.
But
who
now,
do
now
that.
Are we
that-
sure she doesn't belong over on Jocks?
My buddy Pratt Williams.
There's a line there.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's under about 45, okay, now we're putting some jeans
The
on
long
or
pants?
sweatpants or something.
Okay, I know guys
But
that
yesterday
never
I
do.
was out in short, and I was quite comfortable until
Alrighty.
Jim Dent stopped me in the parking lot at
Jim
Costco,
Dent.
and we're out there talking. I was like, I got shorts on. I need to go from the car into Costco. I can't talk anymore. It was great to see him, by the way.
I bet.
Yeah, it was.
He's a good guy.
He's
I miss
wonderful.
him. Patrick sends this line. We need an AI version of Richard Dixon to answer obscure music and pop culture questions. Ask it a question, and it either gives you an informed answer or just makes fun of you for asking.
Wow.
Hey, Dixon, what do you know about the song You've Never Met a Devil Like Me from the movie The Undertaker and His Pals? I don't have any answer for you on that, Patrick. I've never heard of that song, but it sounds deranged.
It does sound a little deranged. I'm not sure I've ever heard of it either.
Billy sends over this note.
Billy, that's not nice.
How about them dogs?
That's not nice.
How about them dogs? Which button do I use to block him now? Is it
Billy,
this
are
one
you an
here?
Auburn fan?
Yeah,
Is that what you're doing this
Yes,
morning here? Huh?
I do tend to agree with the sentiment that Auburn fans that were rooting for Georgia over the weekend were like rooting for your wife's boyfriend to get the job done because you couldn't.
Oh, that was brutal.
But it is a little like, really? This is the way you're going to go?
That was brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got $5 general stores just between my house and work. My only problem with them is they only have one or two working in the whole store. I got backed up at the cashier easy. Yeah, Dollar General was the place that they used to have self-checkout, and then they apparently were getting stolen from so much that they just put up a big sign that said, you ruined it. Like they put up a sign that said, no more self-checkout, thanks, you ruined it for everyone.
That's so sad.
I don't know who they were talking to, but
Yeah.
they were...
Not to you, huh?
I hope it wasn't to me. I'm honest at the
So
self-checkout.
no, I don't have anything in my pockets.
I'm honest at the self-checkout because I believe there are cameras everywhere, and
Oh.
I'd rather not get caught. Do we need the headline, Richard Dixon caught shoplifting at Dollar General? Like, oh,
I
man,
don't need to wake up one morning
must
to
not be
see
paying
that.
him
No.
very much to Cumulus.
No, you're fine, Richard.
Somebody needs to get him a little bit more money. Parrot Structural Services, parrotss.com, 668-2626. The foundation holding up the rest of your house. Imperative that thing is on the up and up 100% of the time. And Parrot Structural can make sure that it is. Now, if you sense there's a problem, you call Parrot Structural, 668-2626. They come by, they take a look, they make sure that everything is working properly. They'll tell you if it is, and if not, they'll tell you what's wrong and how they're going to go about fixing it. Then they say get a structural engineer to be absolutely certain. These guys have been doing this for as long as they've been alive. Mike, top dog, over 50 years in the business, and man, is he good. His wife actually owns and runs the business, and she is fantastic as well. You need to deal with the guys who are going to shoot you straight every step of the way. That is Parrot Structural Services, parrotss.com, 668-2626. They're licensed, they're bonded, they're insured, they're E-Verify compliant. Donald Trump has pointed out that another stabbing by an illegal migrant in Charlotte just shows that these blue dots in red states, or in this case, kind of a purple state, these guys don't really seem to know how they're running things. This is what's going on in Charlotte. Another stabbing by an illegal migrant in Charlotte, North Carolina. Democrats are destroying it like everything else, piece by piece. This is what he put on Truth Social.
Well, once again, it appears they're on the side of the migrants or illegal immigrants rather than those that are law-abiding citizens in Charlotte, the ones that are getting stabbed for the second time.
Charlotte and Mecklenburg have reportedly arrested 33-year-old Oscar Solorzano in connection with a stabbing aboard a CATS Blue Line light rail train Friday evening. And newly obtained court documents reveal that Solorzano was in the country illegally and had already been deported once before. Why? Why does this keep happening? The attack happened around 5 p.m. Eastern Time, leaving the victim suffering serious injuries. Solorzano was identified and taken into custody shortly thereafter.
Okay, can we deport this person, please?
We're doing it right in Alabama. Arrests of undocumented immigrants are rising. In fact, they've doubled last year. We're doing significantly better. Roughly 3,300 immigrants from 55 countries were detained this year since President Donald Trump took office. It's more than double the number from 2024. The moment an individual illegally crosses a border, he or she is committing a crime, and crime is not tolerated in Alabama, said Gina Mayola, spokeswoman for Governor Kay Ivey. People of Alabama expect our laws to be enforced, and our state has a strong working relationship with ICE to get the job done. So we can once again be held up as a shining example of how things are supposed to be done here in this state.
Yeah. Whether it's elections or whether it's figuring out the illegal immigrant problem, that's pretty solid. 3,300 and
or SNAP fraud.
Yeah,
we're good at that. We've got that down
We're number
cold.
one at that.
Absolutely. If you want to learn about SNAP fraud, you come to Alabama. We'll show you how it's done, people.
Oh,
we're number one.
That's not good.
We're number
Let's
one.
not be proud of that. We need to fix that.
Jake Tapper had to walk back, calling the pipe bomb suspect a white man. Yeah, 30-year-old Brian Cole Jr., Jake Tapper referred to as a white man, and then a couple of seconds later flashed his picture up on the screen. He was obviously an African-American man.
It's like, whoopsie.
Tapper had to go, yeah, listen, so I got that one wrong. Sorry. Everything else we get right, though, I swear to God. We never mess anything up. We're now finding out, and this seems to be leaking from interviews, that he was upset because he believed Donald Trump won the presidency in 2020. And so he planted these pipe bombs, which didn't go off.
No, thank goodness they didn't go off.
I don't care why he put them there. You don't put bombs in front of headquarters where people are going to be coming and going. He needs to be put in jail. And I hope the president doesn't pardon him because, you know, his heart was in the right place or whatever. This is a horrible crime and something that we've looked a long time to try to track down and figure out.
No, and again, his team really did a great job. Dan Bongino, Kash Patel, and everybody working underneath them.
Yep.
The Biden administration had all this information. They just sat on it. It's the same information. These guys just tackled it a little bit further, and I'm glad they caught him. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. To put a pipe bomb that could have detonated, outside the RNC and the DNC.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you deserve to go to prison for a very, very long time. I mean, there's no excuse for this, and let's hope that the president, stays out of this one.
We're a really weird individual here. 30 years old, lives with mom
And sisters.
and sisters. His dad runs a bail bonds business, apparently fairly successful because the house is really nice.
And he worked there part-time.
He works there a couple hours a day. You're like,
Yeah.
well, what's going on here? Like, what are you doing with your life? You're 30. You're a grown-ass man.
If I'm dad, either you're going to go find a full-time job
Yeah.
or you're going to work here full-time. Let's figure something out. But living under the same roof with your mom and your sisters, and you're only working a couple hours a week, you're not getting very far in life.
He could be a bounty hunter. Ooh.
I don't think not this guy. This guy looks like
think-
Urkel.
you
No,
think
he's not. He's
At
not.
5'7", he's just not cut out
He's
for that?
not.
Is that what you're
I
suggesting?
even heard 5'6", and I was like, 5'6", 30 years old, living with mom and your sisters. Dude, come on.
Uh-huh. I think nobody would expect him to be a bounty hunter. That's why he'd be so good at it.
I mean, they didn't expect him to be a pipe bomb guy either.
That's true,
He
yeah.
really doesn't fit the profile.
Nobody saw that one coming.
No.
What I really want to know is when he stands up in court and he's asked to enter his plea, will he actually go and say, "Did I do that?"
That's what I think
Oh,
is
that
gonna
would be
happen.
hysterical.
Yeah.
Really.
Actually, what I'm waiting for is when the judge says, please rise, and he goes, I am standing. Oh, 5'6", yeah. That's not good. 7:16 with Dixon inviting Alabama Tree Pros, 308-4158. When it comes to taking a tree down, these guys are the pros. That's why they're called Alabama Tree Pros. They will send over as many or as few as it takes to take that tree all the way down to the ground, or just trim it up if that's what you're looking for, take some limbs off. They also provide suggestions. I just wanted mine. I wanted the limb taken off because it was rubbing up against my roof, and I was afraid that it was going to come off and land on my house. And they came out and they said, buddy, your tree is on its last leg. It is dying, and you really need to go ahead and get this thing taken all the way down. Oh, okay. I didn't see that coming. How much more is that going to cost me? And they told me, and it was very little more. I was like, okay, well, then by all means, let's do that. So they did. They took the limb off, and then they took the rest of the limbs off, and then they took the trunk down. And I asked them to leave the stump, which they did, but they could have ground it up and made it go bye-bye. Amazing work these guys do. Fast, safe, expert. They're licensed and bonded and insured, and all that paperwork is stapled to the back of your very low estimate, which was significantly lower than anybody else's estimate. That is Alabama Tree Pros, 308-4158. The guys I trust to take the trees down in my neck of the woods. You should do the same in yours. AlabamaTreePros.com online.
722, it's Dixon and Vining at Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Glad you're with us on I don't know, we got a little mist, a little haze, a little fog out there this morning. But hopefully by this afternoon, seeing that we might see a little bit of sunshine, which would be lovely. Temperature's going to be somewhere in the low 50s. So grab you a jacket this morning, and maybe we'll see some of that. Looks better for Tuesday, kind of a mix of clouds and sun. Wednesday, Richard, we may see 60 degrees and more sunshine.
Come on.
We need it. We've
right.
had, what, like 5 days of this now of like overcast skies and just kind of,
It's been a bit bleak.
yeah, it's been bleak. We need some sunshine. So
All right.
hang in there, everybody. If we get through today and we don't see that sun, hopefully Tuesday, Wednesday, brighter and a little bit warmer too. Good time of the year to unleash that truck or car or SUV you've been talking about getting rid of. You just haven't pulled the trigger yet, so to say. Go see our friends Craig and Keith at Birmingham Broker in downtown Birmingham, 2224 4th Avenue South. I had a wonderful experience with these guys when I got ready to sell my car. And I knew that this time I didn't want to trade it in because I knew that I probably wouldn't get all the value I needed out of the car. And I also didn't want to hassle with selling it myself. And that's what's great about knowing Craig and Keith at Birmingham Broker. Really encourage you, if nothing else, just go visit them. Take your vehicle to them. Pull up in the bay right there and talk to them about your vehicle. They'll take a look at the mileage, the condition that it's in. They'll crunch some numbers real quick for you. Then they'll say, hey, this is what we think when we list the car. This is what we can get. And you'll start out at that number. Usually it's pretty quick. My experience was about 5 days they had this thing sold, and I was just impressed. You get a check in hand, done. Many of you have used Birmingham Broker more than once, sometimes 2, 3, 4 times. He's got one client that's been there 20 times. So whatever kind of vehicle you have, if it's time to get that new truck or a new SUV, something different, get rid of the sports car or the classic car that's sitting in the garage, these are the guys that you want to let handle that situation. 2224 4th Avenue South. BHAMBroker.com is the website, BHAMBroker.com.
724, and according to the United States Geological Survey, a magnitude 7.0 earthquake struck Alaska during the morning hours on Saturday. About 11:41 a.m. local time, northeast of Yakutat, Alaska. That, according to the USGS, is about 300 miles outside of Anchorage. You could feel the quake in Anchorage. A 7.0 is really a pretty big earthquake. One great earthquake, 8.0 or higher, apparently hits this planet every single year. And we usually end up with 18 major earthquakes between 7.0 and 7.9. Just so happens this one happened in Alaska. I was there and saw where the tectonic plates, it's the Pacific plate and the U.S. plate, I guess, North American plate they call it, and they shift, and one of them dropped 60 feet. Yeah. So there was a 60-foot difference, and I was there and got to see. They take you to a park where they show you where everything happened, and it used to be an entire housing community, and the whole thing was wiped out by this earthquake. It's truly amazing there in Anchorage. And there's this gigantic drop-off into these woods, and they say, and by the way, the woods it's all just on peat moss. Like everything, every tree that's growing in there doesn't actually have any serious solid roots because it's growing on nothing, basically. And they said, oh, God, there's a little path you can walk down in there.
And I'd be like, no, thank you.
Oh, I took about 6 steps, and 2 mosquitoes picked me up and carried me away. And I was like, okay, that's where these mosquitoes were huge.
Really?
I was like,
Alaska
that'll be enough
has
of that.
mosquitoes. You would never think that.
Ginormous mosquitoes. I was like, that's the first time I ever ran across them, and last time as well, because I was like, we're never doing that again. And turned around, got the heck out of it.
Have you ever been through an earthquake? Have I asked you this before?
Yeah.
You have? Where were you?
Remember the big one that happened in San Francisco in '89, right? September of '89.
Yeah, the one that interrupted the World Series.
Yes.
Yeah.
1 month before that,
You were there.
there was one that was a 5.2. That one was a 6.2. There was a 5.2. I was sleeping on my friend Richard Crockett's sofa, and here comes the earthquake. And it knocked stuff off of shelves, some potted plants and stuff, and set off car alarms. But it didn't do any real serious damage.
And could you feel it, other than things falling, you could feel it as you laid in the bed?
The best possible way that I can describe an earthquake to you is, I'm sure everyone's had this experience, especially being near the Gulf. You're laying on an air mattress in the Gulf, and waves kind of you move through the waves. Exactly like that. I'm
Oh,
lying
that's
on the sofa,
weird.
and it's on solid ground, and you're like, this is just like being on an air mattress in the Gulf. It's bizarre.
I've never experienced that.
I
I hope I
tell you.
never do. I really just, I can't imagine going through that and the fear of what's going to happen.
They say get in the doorway,
Yeah.
right? Or find a solid place. If you're in a trailer, run outside, get in a ditch. Wait, that's a tornado.
Actually, you'd probably be okay in the trailer.
You might be. I don't know. It kind of shimmies right
Yeah, but
along
it's-
with you.
You don't
in
have
the
it
earthquake.
collapsing on you, really.
I cannot
pretty
imagine.
wild.
I mean, a 7, that 5.2 scared the willies out of me. I cannot imagine what a 7 would be like.
No,
A
thank you.
6.2 pancaked those interstates.
Yee. That
and
was a
created-
horrible image.
All kinds of problems.
And they're trying to get those people out of some of the vehicles that were trapped in those cars.
Yeah.
Oh,
My sister lived in San Francisco and worked in Oakland. She was working on moving so that she would be, and so she traveled that road every day. And at about the time of day that happened, she would have been on that road, but she was not. And for 3 days, could not reach her. I was
That's
we were
frightening.
we were frantic. We
Yeah.
were losing our minds, but there was just no way to get the communication there was terrible and whatever. Anyway, she eventually called us and was like, I'm fine. I wasn't on the road. Just happened to be somewhere else at that time. I was like, oh, thank God.
you know, I
she
wonder
owed
if they,
me money.
I
is
wonder
why
if they
it was-
think about that as you're traveling in those areas and that has happened before. There's going to be another earthquake.
Oh, yeah.
You just think to yourself, okay, here I go into this over this bridge.
It
Could happen,
it
but-
doesn't seem to matter where you live, though. We get hurricanes. We get tornadoes.
Yeah, but we
right?
get warnings of the hurricanes, and
Yeah.
sometimes we get a little forewarning of the tornado.
Sometimes, yeah. I guess
You
an
get out of
earthquake,
its way or hide or whatever.
earthquake is kind of like a surprise party, isn't it?
Yeesh.
You're
You
just
have
like,
no warning.
hey, surprise, you don't have a house anymore. That's the worst surprise party ever.
Don't.
I don't care for
I
the
think I'd rather
surprise.
deal with hurricanes and tornadoes
Didn't get hats or horns or
than
anything.
fires and earthquakes.
It's all inevitable, isn't it? You get right down to it. Flooding, mudslides, really biblical
Hey.
stuff here.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Oh, I was just thinking the same thing, Steve.
So off the air, I was saying, as soon as I started the song, Christmas Time by Bryan Adams, I see this song totally differently now that I know the movie Violent Night.
Actually, I like the song better because of Violent Night.
Oh, yeah, it's perfect for that scene. It works out very well.
This makes me want to see Violent Night again, like today.
Gather around.
Yeah,
the
I've already
TV,
watched
kids.
it once this year, and I'll probably watch it again.
Here's my problem. I'm moving from room to room, so I don't really have time to sit down and watch something from start to finish. So basically, over the weekend, I had the Hallmark Channel on all of my TVs.
Oh, God love you,
I had them
Richard.
upstairs. I had
You almost slit
I've
your
told
wrist
you,
by the end of
no.
the day.
I love Hallmark movies because they're comfort food. You know what you're getting.
Yeah,
it's
a lot
always,
of.
Yeah, it's the same plot
Yes,
every time.
Exactly. I even posted on Facebook. I'm like, it's alarming how many of these have to do with saving a Christmas tree farm.
Right.
Like, really, are they just a bad business opportunity? Is that how things are? You're always having to save the damn Christmas
Well,
tree
you
farm.
got to somehow include Christmas trees into the movie, so
course.
the Christmas tree farm
Yeah.
is perfect.
Well, somebody-
Everybody meets there and gathers, have
Somebody-
a glass of wine.
Somebody pointed
you
out
meet the
it's
girl.
It's all the flannel that you have to buy.
And the
It's
flannel.
difficult to make a profit with all the flannel you have to buy. But I come back into the living room and my TV says, you've reached the limit of your streaming
What?
unless you swap to 4K or turn off the other streaming device. I was like, oh, okay. I watched too much
Wow,
Hallmark.
that's a
This
lot
is-
of Hallmark.
My TV
How many
is,
TVs did
They're
you have it
cutting-
on?
They're cutting
4.
you off, Richard.
Wow.
Was that too
Okay.
many?
Yeah, maybe.
That's probably what it was. It was like, you've had enough Hallmark, mister. We're cutting you off.
In fact, somebody said he said way too much.
Actually, after X amount of hours, they send over a police officer and do a welfare check on you.
Oh, it's already pretty judgy. I mean, this used to be just Netflix, but now even the living room TV is like, hey, are you still watching this? Yes, and
they're
I'd
like,
prefer not to be judged.
Richard Dixon's home. He can't possibly still be watching.
I'm
Waiting for the
enjoying
TV to go, this is Hallmark. You really watching
Are
this for
you
this long?
serious?
Oh, my goodness.
It's the same movie over and over, Richard. Don't talk to me like that, Mr. TV. I don't appreciate it.
Oh, I can hear him. He's enjoying this. Chris Molesky, good morning to you. Yeah. It is classic. All right, let's talk with you a little bit at New Beginnings Mortgage Solutions. It's all about homes, but it's also about this, Chris. I know right now people are like stressing. They're like, I got to put more money on this credit card. I got so much debt. I'm never going to get out of this. All right, let's talk about the equity in your mortgage to help get rid of that credit card debt. Man, that would be a joyous Christmas, no doubt about it. So, Chris, give out the website and the phone number. Folks listening right now, Talk 99.5 listeners, want to talk with you about getting out of that debt. So give out that information so they can reach you. Beautiful. We'll talk with Chris again tomorrow. New Beginnings Mortgage Solutions.
Are you ready for the Jeff joke of the day?
Please bring it on.
All right. Why couldn't the Christmas elf pay his rent? He kept coming up a little short.
Oh, thanks, Randy Newman.
That's pretty good. Way to go, Jeff.
All righty.
See, he's back. He's back in the
you-
saddle.
you-
He's bringing the joke
You
strong.
people have got very low standards.
Well, a little short. Came up a little short.
Let's talk about old-timey snacks. 12 legendary snacks that they ought to bring back. Legendary snacks. Remember when you'd get home from school and Mom would be like, do you want a snack? And she would try to push you toward the grapes.
No,
and you would
had
be
to
like,
have something
yes,
like
peanut butter.
chips or something sweet.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
here's a banana. No, I don't want that. How about some peanut butter on it? Well, okay, maybe you got me there.
You may have talked me into it.
Mm-hmm.
Number one on this list is Keebler Magic Middles. These were
don't
cookies
remember
that
those.
they actually had like chocolate on the inside. It was a shortbread cookie that you would bite into, and there would be ooey gooey delicious chocolate
I
inside.
don't remember those.
So like a mini
It
Pop-Tart.
looks like a Fig Newton, only
It was-
round.
yeah,
But that's not what it is.
it was magical. The middle was magical.
Okay.
Apparently
Magic
not,
Middles.
because it didn't last long.
No, it's sad. McDonald's McPizza, I never had one of those.
No.
I remember hearing about it, though.
I
Any
think
good,
very
I
few
wonder?
people actually.
Well, they
had
must
them.
not have been because they don't serve them
Last I
anymore.
heard, there was still one restaurant like somewhere up in New York State that was still serving that.
There is one that has special dispensation to serve McPizza. Strange, isn't it?
That is.
Keebler Tato Skins. I love.
I remember these, yeah.
Oh,
I liked these. Yeah,
Oh.
I miss these.
they were better than the TGI Fridays things that are out there now that they call potato skins. I don't know what they are. These were a little bit lighter, more flavorful, just good, and
Hear
not
that,
just all
Keebler?
salty.
Bring them back.
Come on, Keebler, let's go. What are you elves in the magic tree doing anyway?
I don't know.
Jolt Cola, drank enough of that when I was a young budding disc jockey,
Yeah,
waking up early in the morning.
staying up late at broadcasting school
Oh,
and doing the internship and still had homework to do. Jolt Cola.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All the sugar and twice the caffeine. That
Oh,
was the
yeah.
marketing slogan.
Wow.
Good
And
stuff, man.
Make your heart explode.
75% plus the jitters.
Absolutely. Pop-Tarts Crunch, a breakfast cereal that was introduced by Kellogg's in the early 1990s, aimed to replicate the taste of Pop-Tarts pastries in a bite-sized, crunchy cereal format. People loved Pop-Tarts Crunch because it captured the essence of the beloved Pop-Tarts pastry, offering a convenient and mess-free option for breakfast.
I do not remember those.
I don't either, but it looks just like the Pop-Tart box.
Well, you remember when we got those crunchy things that were in the little sleeves?
Yeah.
I bought them from, it was kind of that. Basically,
Oh,
if you put
okay.
those in a bowl and poured milk over them, that would have been your Pop-Tarts Crunch cereal.
Interesting.
Come to think of it,
All right,
I'm
then.
going to get some and do that now. Lifesavers Holes.
What?
Yeah.
Like donut holes?
Very much so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Basically, slightly smaller candies. They were easy. Like, Lifesavers are so huge, they had to
Right.
make them smaller, obviously. But you could grab a handful of them and toss them back. I do kind of miss some, and I don't know, you ever see them? The Lifesavers fruit flavors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never see them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Where are
They're
they?
there.
They're around, yeah.
Over, like at the grocery store, they're in the checkout line. I'm looking in all the wrong places because I'm not seeing them, and I love those things. And Mitch Hedberg had a great bit. He goes, I can't wait for this set to be over because I got a roll of Lifesavers in my pocket, and pineapple is up next.
Yeah, that's they just need to do pineapple. A
Well, they
whole
should.
roll of those.
Oh, pineapple is
They're the
good.
best. Everybody fights over it.
Crystal Pepsi,
No.
awful, terrible,
Yeah.
disgusting.
Tried it one time and went, what the heck is this?
We had a big summertime promotion at the radio station I was working at down in Montgomery, 95.1 The Fox. And cases of it, cases and cases and cases. And we would go out to these events and we'd give it away. And by the end of the summer, we still had cases. People did not want it.
Yeah.
Like
so it became trying to give it away.
Exactly. A couple of people would taste it and go, ugh, and everyone else would be like, oh, never mind, and that would be it. And you'd be sitting out there in a hot parking lot for 4 hours, begging people to take Crystal Pepsi off your hands. This is one of the few that I could say, no thanks. Keebler Chips Deluxe Soft Batch.
Oh, yum.
These are relatively recent.
I seem to remember those, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if
thought they
they're
were still
still
making
out
them.
there or not. Are they?
I thought they were.
I-
Apparently they're not.
I remember one time I had had the flu and I had been sick for days. I mean, that projectile vomiting sort of flu where nothing stays down. And so I felt better. I was like, okay, I think I'm going to be okay. I want to go to the store and whatever my stomach says is okay to eat. You know, if I look at it and I don't get violently ill,
Then you're grabbing it
buy
and
it,
going.
yeah.
Yeah.
first thing I saw was a huge display of those soft chew cookies. And my stomach was like, oh, we'd like those.
Okay, then.
I'm not so sure about. No. My stomach is like, you're getting those.
Was that
Let's
your
go.
head or your stomach?
That was my stomach.
Talking to you.
And I ate the whole thing that day.
Oh, and then
Wow.
what?
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get sick?
No.
Oh.
I had zero, but my stomach was right. My stomach does not lie. How about this Trix yogurt?
No.
Nah, I seem to remember that.
Mm.
It's trying to
Yogurt.
make it sweet so that the kids would want the yogurt.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. Yogurt.
Nice try.
It's another perfect example of something that started off as healthy for us and then they just took it straight to hell, like
Well,
granola
they
bars.
filled it
you
up
know?
with sugar, right?
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah. Kids don't want the granola bars. Well, how about we put some chocolate chips in there? Okay. They still don't want. What if we coat it with chocolate? Okay. What if we take the granola out? It's a candy bar. Congratulations. It's no longer
and
healthy.
that's how
at
it
all.
works, right there.
Same thing with yogurt. What if we actually took the yogurt out and we just put tricks in? Good plan. And the McRib, which of course is back right now, I believe, isn't it?
Yay.
Yes.
High-C Ecto Cooler.
What?
Is that
That
still
was
out
a
there?
Ghostbusters thing, wasn't it?
Right. Yeah, they brought it back around again for one of
These
the Ghostbusters.
look nasty.
And Sprite Remix, a line of flavored soft drinks introduced by the Coca-Cola Company in the early 2000s, offering unique flavor combinations that appeal to a younger demographic. Okay.
I don't remember that.
Fruity taste, carbonated drinks, berry, tropical, cherry. I can tell you that the freestyle machines, you can do a lot of different Sprite flavors in.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, yeah, you can.
And I don't-
Endless.
Yeah. Screw it up for everyone behind you.
Come on, lady. Just make a
What the
decision.
heck are you doing?
Last but not least, Doritos 3Ds.
What are these?
Oh, you've never had these?
I remember those.
I don't.
Where they came in a can
Hey,
that was kind of like
this
a Pringles
tells you
can.
everything. The price. Did you see the price on this picture?
On the
Yes.
Doritos 3Ds?
Yeah.
$2.98. That
This
was
tells you this was quite some time ago.
the
Are those the
early
ones on the Pringles kind of
2000s.
can?
Well, no, actually,
No?
They have those, and there's
That's not the one I was
smaller
thinking of.
ones. But these were actual, instead of just being a two-dimensional chip, it was like a little pyramid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like puffed or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, and they had them in bags, and they really only had nacho cheese. Well, this
Chili
is chili
cheese nacho.
and spicy ranch, and I loved them.
The packaging's kind of cool. I
were
just
good.
I would like that price to be right there.
Yeah,
'cause,
that'd be nice.
Yeah,
Could we
wouldn't
get
we all?
Instead of
$2.98
like-
for everything?
$6-7 a bag.
Good Lord,
Insane.
the Doritos Corporation is gouging us.
Mm.
They know we can't live without our Doritos. Although, can I be honest with you? The Great Value knockoff is not terrible.
Mm-mm.
I hate to admit this.
It's a resounding compliment.
Yeah, I know. When
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. Well, oftentimes when you run across the generic knockoff and you take it home and you go, "Oh, this is good. It's only $2 and it's good," and then you take a bite and you go, "Oh, that's why."
Terrible. Yeah.
These are actually, I'm not saying they could pass for Doritos, but
They're close.
they're
close enough.
They're close enough.
They're saving you
Oh,
some money.
Yeah,
Mhm.
saving you a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money. If you absolutely positively must get diabetes on your dime, these are here to help. 7:48 with Dixon and Vining. Stick around. More to come. Blind Faith. Yeah. 7:52. Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Thanks for hanging out with us on this Monday morning. It looks like it's going to be a good one overall. A little on the cool side this morning, but that will warm up. And later this week, we're approaching 60.
I'm loving that.
60.
Wednesday, Thursday look like our bullseye wonderful days.
Dogs are going to dig that.
And then next weekend it's going to get really cold again.
I don't care for that.
I know, I don't either, but it is what it is.
Spoke with Jack Granger this week about the standing room only situations that he's had at some recent Granger Thagard real estate auctions. Listen, great reference letters. Sellers are sending to their company hours after the auction. These folks are writing notes and going like, wow, can't believe this. Thank you for showing us another strategy. Thank you for showing us how to get competitive bidding from the market and extract the last possible dollar and the best market value. And mostly just now having an understanding of how to make a market, how to create a market for your piece of property. It's truly amazing. This is what they do at Granger Thagard Auction Marketing. You can't really come up with a price until you have an idea. How many people would be interested in this? What are they willing to pay for it? Are you just going to guess? You're just going to throw a price on there just to randomly guess at what the price is going to be? You guess wrong, and either it goes too fast and you could have gotten more, or it goes too slow and you shouldn't have asked for that much. And this is where Granger Thagard Auction Marketing really shines. Okay, GTauctions.com. Let the auctioneers at Granger Thagard show how you can have an exact date of sale, know the exact date of closing, a real auction about the price, zero contingencies on the transaction, and it's cost-free to you. That is to say, the buyer pays the closing costs and the cost of sale. Truly amazing stuff. GTauctions.com to find out more. Granger Thagard Auction Marketing, GTauctions.com. All right. Earlier, we were talking about Dollar General and how, look, there's a lot of comedians. I watch a lot of stand-up comedy because I'm a sad, lonely man. And they, especially Southerns, we talked to Derek Stroop here. I think he does an entire bit about how many Dollar Generals there are in the world. And there's a guy named Matt Mitchell, a.k.a. the Ostrich. He used to be responsible for that. Did a whole video about how many Dollar Generals there are in the South. And we just had a story earlier today about how they're building, another 135 of these things?
I think it's like 450 new
450 new locations
yes.
of Dollar General.
Just in the South?
Just in the South. They don't have many where else.
Where are they going to put them?
On top of each other, apparently. I think pretty soon you're going to hear something like this.
Excuse me, but I'm lost. I'm trying to get to the Dollar General store on Pacific Avenue.
Pacific Avenue?
Yes.
No problem. Go down this street and turn right at the second Dollar General. Go straight past two Dollar Generals, a Starbucks, and a Dollar General. Turn left at the Starbucks. Then, let's see, 4 Dollar Generals?
3.
Are you sure?
3 Dollar Generals, 2 Starbucks, then a 4th Dollar General.
Oh, right. Bear right, and the Pacific Dollar General will be 2 Dollar Generals down, across from the Dollar General. You can't miss it.
Well, I guess I could go to a Dollar General closer to me right now. Where would that be?
Give it a second. Welcome to the grand opening.
Oh, that was quick. Excuse me, but where would I find bathroom supplies?
Go down aisle 6 past 2 Starbucks, left at Dollar General, right at McDonald's.
Never mind.
I don't know why, but
About right.
John Bell and I have the exact same taste because whenever we have to put some sort of elevator music on something, it's always Girl from Ipanema. Yeah. Always. Always. There's just something about that song that just says, I'm in an elevator, I'm in a Dollar General, I'm in a store, I'm in just... Love me some John Bell.
Tune. Thank you, John Bell, for that.
We appreciate the work. You can still go check out his stuff at the Batfree. I'm sorry, the Batfree, yes, .com, thebatfree.com. He's not putting any new stuff up there, but he's got so much old stuff. You can start listening today and listen for the rest of your life and never run out of new stuff.
Because he's been doing it that long.
He's been doing it that long. That long, absolutely. Nonetheless, yeah, it is crazy, man. And as I pointed out, it's all the Dollar Generals are a little bit different. They have different stuff in them. A lot of them carry the same, basic stuff. But for instance, I was in one that was in the same shopping center as a pet store, 0 pet supplies inside. I was like, oh, well, that makes sense because they don't want to be competing with the pet store. They probably
Right.
had to cut a deal to get into this strip mall. It's like you can't have any pet supplies. Okay, I got that. And other various and sundry ways in which they try not to compete with others. But you know, if you're going into Dollar General and you grab one of those little yellow carts and start using it, you need to re-examine your life. Okay.
Well, I don't know. I mean, look at the prices, the convenience, rather than have maybe there's a grocery store and it's gazillion miles away, and you're like, this is just easy, and I can get some of the staple stuff that I eat or your family eats, and again, you're getting a huge discount on it. It's like, all right, knock yourself out.
It's
Whatever works.
Dollar General.
Would you say they sell
You're
milk
at
there?
They do sell milk there. Yeah.
Pizza there.
And that's another way in which they're different a lot of times because some of them will have a huge refrigerated section and some of them will have like two freezers side by side and that's it, 2 little freezers. So, depending on which one you're at, you can stock up your house with the cart if you absolutely must or
Maybe you
not.
just don't want to carry the stuff under your arms. You're like, let me throw it in the cart.
You're buying too much stuff at the Dollar General, I'm telling you. This is a problem. If you're using the cart, you're buying too much stuff at the Dollar General. That's not what the Dollar General is for.
Maybe they've got a special on something, Richard, and you're just going to fill the cart up.
That's not what the Dollar General is
Maybe.
for. The Dollar General is for, I ran out of batteries. I forgot batteries. I got to buy batteries. Everything's closed. The Dollar General's here. I'm going to buy these batteries.
Yeah,
You don't need a card for the batteries.
Thanksgiving, it was the chicken stock. And we were like,
See?
oh, we're going to need a little bit more of that for the stuffing. Let's go. Get
There
some
you go.
more.
Yeah.
So
they're
that
good
was
for stuff like
convenient.
that. Did you get that Rockin' Clover Valley brand?
I don't know what it was. I think it was Swanson's.
Oh, okay.
I think they had Swanson's
Yeah,
in there.
they carry name brand
Yeah.
stuff, but they also, that Clover Valley, that just rocks. I got some Clover Valley green beans once. I didn't know that stems and pieces were included.
Stems and pieces.
Stems and like seeds and stuff. I was just like, oh,
No, thank you.
Okay, we will not be buying this particular brand of green bean again. Thank you very much. 8 o'clock, Dixon Divining, Talk 99.5.